reads that you would love to check out this beautiful morning. We've got all of that for your listening pleasure. Once again, you're welcome on board. I am Boluwaji Ogumola.
And yes, so many stories like Bolu said. Now, this one here says NLC demands new power sector roadmap. Calls for national stakeholders summit. Says 10 years after privatization, Nigeria still in darkness. Of course, yes, they are always calling for roadmaps. Some other agencies, some other parastatals, some other civil society groups, all calling for privatization.
Well,
NLC,
I'm sure
NLC too is demanding new power sector roadmap again now.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm sure this roadmap we will not know where it will end.
Honestly,
there have been so many times that so many ideas will just come from one cabal in the electricity sector, and they will rain. Spend so many large amounts of cash, and at the end of the day, we will not see any positive results. And they are also querying the federal government's plan to pay 3 trillion naira to Gencos, generating companies, and which I'm not seeing what they are generating anyway.
Honestly,
and I'm not seeing what they are distributing to the IBDC,
the distribution companies, Discos,
yes,
and then the Gencos. Honestly, a state of emergency has to be declared on power sector in Nigeria, and just like you read there, about 10 years they've been privatized, and the idea of privatizing is for them to be self-sustained, right? And at that point, I remember that they increased tariffs at that point to say, yes, they need money to run the power sector. It's quite expensive. And we said, okay, that's right. A lot of sectors were privatized then,
yes,
which we already reaping the benefit at one way or the other. But then power, still the same. This year alone, we've had twice the power grid had collapsed.
Yes.
The national grid had collapsed. I mean, we should have been talking about that in 2026.
And last year it was about 4 times or so.
Imagine, and everything we do in this country, everything you do, requires power. And the most absurd news I got last week was that even Aso Rock is leaving the national grid for us.
Yes.
Just imagine that. They want to run on solar.
Solar. They are even running on solar. Already.
They're going 100% now, and I was like, "Come on, man! What happens to us?" I think that's why NLC is also asking for that. Something needs to be done.
Yes.
Something purposeful needs to be done. Yeah, I understand. There was a reform at some point where states were permitted to generate and all of that.
Yes.
But you ask me, where's the fund? It's expensive to run power.
Yes, it is.
Where's the fund?
There was a time. It has been a long time. The first state to start this independent power supply was Plateau State. Yes, I had the opportunity of being in Plateau State at that time, and I noticed that I asked that some parts, when electricity is on for a long time, when it goes at some point, almost immediately it comes back. I said, what kind of power are they using apart from the ones we were using then? That if it goes for since morning, it won't come until the second day. He said it is an independent power project. They call it. I can't forget the name of that company. So it has been on for a long time. Well, Oyo State too is trying something similar now. They're talking about solar and gas. Yeah. Yes. But.
And I know of some companies who are already off the national grid and also running on gas, just like you said.
Yes. And there is a agricultural organization right here in Ibadan. They are generating their own power supply. Yes, I won't mention the name. They are generating their own power supply.
But for those who can afford to do that, for companies who can afford to do it, it's quite expensive. Something has to be done to our power sector. They need to come together if we want these companies to remain in our country. If we want our economy to continue to boost, because our economy really depends on electricity. There's nothing you can do without it.
Yes, electricity. Alongside petrol,
honestly, fuel, very important.
The fuel sector.
Very important.
Now, I believe that this, I believe this independent, the privatization.
Yes.
It is not giving us a good image outside. Yes.
At all. When we never get to the results.
Yes. When there was NEPA, I think we were better off and PHCN.
Yes, we knew it was in the hand of federal government then, but now. They supposedly pumped in money for private sector to use. Even to understand that the private sectors are even running on loss at this point, because at some point we understand that the one generating for us in the southwest here, they had issues, run bankrupt, Ancon had to take over, and you ask yourself, what's going on? What's going on?
And, all right, and we have different sorts of names: TCN, Transmissions Corporation of Nigeria, NEC, NERC.
That's regulatory body. a whole lot. All right, some more headlines for you. The Punch newspaper this morning has this banner headline: National Assembly moves to shift presidential poll to February 13. Senate House recall lawmakers from recess again to review 2026 electoral bill again on Tuesday. Presidential poll to hold earlier over Ramadan overlap. Quite a lot happening tomorrow. They'll be recalled.
Yes.
2027 is just by the corner.
Yes.
And we can't wait, honestly.
And now, this one says 2027 election timetable, electoral bill top agenda as Senate reps reconvene tomorrow. Yes. I think that is what that story is also about.
Exactly,
emergency of plenary.
I mean, something has to be done, honestly, because Nigerians are really agitated. We want a free and fair election. We want to make use of technology, right? We want to adopt technology.
Yes.
I think it solves a lot of problems.
Yes.
And that's why Nigerians are clamoring for that.
But some people are not for that technology you are talking about.
Because they have their reasons. They have their reasons. I listened to someone on TV recently saying that there are some rural areas where they might have network issues. My question is, documents they will be sending from that polling unit is less than 5 MB. So how do you tell me we can't do it in this country? And there are this brand from Elon Musk. I mean, it's connected to satellite straight up.
Yes,
anywhere you are,
and it can cover. It can cover
everywhere. Yes,
even the rural areas.
Yes, so why can't we adopt that? If we can't use the regular GSM network that we have here, I mean, that network connects straight to satellite. So far there is a cloud, you get that network. I mean, that's what we should be talking about. not the corner that the Senate are giving us. If it fails, then we'll use the manual. Then we'll now use the electoral transmission.
Now I have this one. Still talking elections now here. Osun State. Now Osun Giba polls PDP LP missing as INEC releases candidates' details. And well, what I don't understand about this is that why were the PDP and LP candidates missing at the when INEC released the details, candidates details. And when anything happens now at the end of the day, they will be the one complaining. And well, they were not at this meeting. And let's just go through this. Well, it looks somehow blurred here. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Sunday announced the names of the political parties to participate in the state governorship election, with the name of People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Labour Party missing on the list. Well, I think they were actually present, but the names of the PDP, I mean the list and PDP, yes, on the on the ballot paper were missing on that list. And the commission stated that 14 political parties have successfully uploaded the documents of their candidates and their running mates within the stipulated time frame. INEC, in a statement by the Public Affairs Officer in Osun State, Musa Oluyole, on behalf of the Resident Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Mutiu Agbuke, the commission, however, said the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Osun State notifies political parties and the general public that following the conclusion of the political party primaries at the close of the period for the upload of names and particulars of candidates and their running mates for the Osun State governorship election, 14 political parties have successfully complied with the requirements of the commission within the stipulated time frame. Well, I think it is the I believe it is the parties, those two parties, yes.
Well, I think it's crystal clear. We know what's been happening at PDP for a while. Yes. They've been having issues. Labour Party as well. They've also been having issues, and you know, it's not far-fetched. We all know the situation in those two parties, and I'm not surprised that this is happening to them. I think it's a wake-up call to them to say, see, we can't keep fighting in-house. Yes. You know, one person can be working for another party and expect to still be in charge of party B. No, something has to be done. At the end of the day, the party gets to lose entirely. I mean, what is happening now, I'm sure that it's important for them to go back to the drawing board and say, see, this shouldn't repeat itself anymore. The general election is coming. It's fast approaching. If we want to be represented, if we want to be on the ballot, then we need to do something as soon as possible. I mean, the National Secretariat is still under lock and key in Abuja. Yes. All right. We don't know which faction will, you know, man that particular secretariat, but all of that has to be settled immediately. Internal democracy is key, and it starts from your party.
Yes.
Get something done if you want to be in charge, if you want to rule your state or the nation.
And these parties, they have been accusing our president, the Lion of Budelon, President Bola Tinubu. Yes,
I love that, the Lion of Budelon.
Yes, you know, trying to make Nigeria a one-party state. Yes, especially the two parties, the PDP and the LP. But President Tinubu said that was not possible, that they should go and put their house in order.
That's correct.
Yes,
that's correct. No, exactly. I honestly don't blame him also. All right, it's politics, right?
Yes.
You try to lure your so-called enemy into your side, and if you're able to do, you win. At some point, PDP dominated the country for years. Yes. So nobody raised concerns that they wanted to turn it to a one-party state.
Yeah, the ruling party now was the opposition.
Then you get there was no issue. So now it is ABC's time. Others needs to sit back and re-strategize and see how they can take it back and stop passing blame left and right. Put your acts together, and who knows.
And what baffles people now, and what baffles me too, like baffling you, the Grand Master Planner himself, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, yes, the Don. We don't really know where he belongs to. He is from the PDP extraction from day one, and he's working for the APC.
Not just that he's working for the APC, I said he would deliver
again to the APC. So we don't really know what is happening.
So will there be a presidential candidate, PDP, when the supposed leader is promising the sitting president that he will deliver for him?
Yes, and I don't know.
That is a major worry.
I think
right?
it is only Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State that is really trying to not to make this ship of PDP sink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and some others and some people, some politicians too. Just recently,
we must give kudos to Governor Seyi Makinde for standing firm, and that's what you expect from a Democrat, true Democrat, to say we can't kill the politics, we can't kill democracy. One party state it will be a very big issue to the politics, and having someone like him to stand up with his head tall to say no, this shouldn't happen. I think it's kudos to him. I wish we have like 4 or 5 of him at that party that can always stand tall. I think things will get better.
Yes. Now, they're still talking Osun State here now. The PDP, I think ahead of the August 8th governorship elections in Osun, members of the National and State Assembly elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party in the state have endorsed the Accord Party and its candidate, Ademola Adeleke, that is the governor of Osun State. And
who came in?
Yes.
The PDP man.
PDP man, yes. Under he was elected under the platform of the People's Democratic Party, and he jumped boat. Yes, Accord Party. And nothing is happening to him. There was a particular lawmaker that was arrested. Lawmaker, he jumped boat and he was charged to court for jumping boat. That I think it was sometimes last year. while still in office, and he was elected under another political party, and he joined both while in office, and he was prosecuted. So
now I think this is just a follow-up to what you read earlier.
Yes.
PDP Labour missing, and now PDP lawmakers are saying they are adopting Accord Party
and have endorsed Adeleke,
which means PDP are not even presenting anybody. They don't even care anymore, right?
And LP, they are not presenting anybody.
PDP are just going for Adeleke straight. It is well. Well, let's take this National Assembly story coming from the Point newspaper. The National Assembly moves to shift presidential poll to February 13. The National Assembly announced on Sunday that it would reconvene its plenary session on Tuesday, 17 February 2026, cutting short its recess amid indications that lawmakers may review the date set for the 2027 presidential elections. Findings by our correspondent show that the National Assembly may shift the presidential poll to February 13, 2027. It is in a notice signed by the clerk of the National Assembly, Kamaru Ogunlana. Senators and members of the House of Representatives were directed to resume sitting at 11 a.m. and adjust their schedules accordingly, as very crucial decisions are expected to be taken during the session. Well, we all know what's going on. Some people are not satisfied with the, and honestly, I really don't expect everybody to go in line with it. I knew all of these things will happen, but most importantly, National Assembly. Let's see what they have. But I think what INEC have done as regards the timetable is right. 365 days before the election,
yes,
they've set out the calendar. Let's just go with it. But most importantly, the transmission issue is what I expect National Assembly to sit on and agree and listen to what the people are saying. Yes. What are they saying? Let's have e-transmission.
Yes, and it will be after elections. There will be petitions. There will be tribunal sittings, and after about 3 years, one governor will now be removed, and another one will now come. That is
let us sort it
straight once and for all. Once and for all.
We have February, March, April,
May.
Before May, yeah.
Now, and this one is kind of funny to me. Well, as usual, EDC, the EDC, the newly formed party. It was not newly formed. Actually, there was EDC. There were some people on ground before.
They've just been reinforced.
Yes, before Atiku and former Vice President David Mark, all those just took over the party from them, and they are, they are complaining, but they cannot say much.
Yeah.
Now they have carpeted President Tinubu's appearance at fishing festival. Yes, but I don't really see anything wrong in him appearing at fishing festival.
Okay, so to just put it into perspective, the other day in Kwara State there was a massacre, one that we had never seen before, happened there, and a lot of people would have expected the president to be the first person to visit the place after the governor. But no, he didn't.
Was he around? I don't think he was in Nigeria then.
The following day, Governor Abdulrazak had to travel to Abuja to give him a report. And then there was another incident also that happened, and many also expected him to be there. He wasn't there. Now, the latest one is Kano now. Shetima has been sent to Kano. The fire that happened yesterday. And they expect the president, you know what happens when the president comes around, even to just show solidarity and all of that. It goes a long way, right?
Yes.
I think that's why people are really angry to say, you went to Arugungwe festival.
Yes,
you understand. To tourism and everything, it's fine. Yes, but not when issues like this are happening. They want you to be there.
And they pointed it out here that it was that festival we visited. It was amidst, killings and abductions of Nigerians by terrorists, by criminals, and it was indicative of a frightening loss of touch with reality. But me, I'm just thinking that. Well, I think the president has so many things on his hand. Maybe he just has to,
killing, abduction should take precedence.
Yes, but this doesn't take just one, not more than 1 day or so. I'm not a politician. I'm not a supporter of any party. I'm not a supporter of any candidate. But I'm just saying maybe he just wants to,
to relax.
To relax, yes.
Cool
Get some things.
Let the government go and sort out their issues. It is well. All right, still page 20 of the Punch newspaper. Shettima leads federal government delegation to Kano after devastating market fire. Vice President Kashim Shettima will on Monday lead a federal government delegation to Kano following the weekend fire disaster at Singa Market. The delegation, according to a statement by Special Advisor to President Bola Tinubu on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, is mandated to convey the President's condolences to traders who lost billions of naira in the inferno. The fire, which started on Saturday evening and raged into Sunday morning, caused extensive damage to the market. The inferno was the second to engulf the market within 2 weeks. The delegation will also pledge on behalf of the federal government financial assistance to support victims and aid Kano State in facilitating the swift reopening of the market. Members of the delegation include Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, Deputy Senate President Barrow Jibrin, Kawu Ismaila, and a whole lot of them are expected in Kano today to represent the federal government delegation, in Kano. It was a devastating fire. I saw that on TV yesterday, and
yes.
It's not good. It's not good.
Yes, sir. Well,
and I was surprised when one of those who, the eyewitness, said that it was caused by a surge in solar.
Yes,
and I was surprised.
It does happen sometimes. When the solar and inverter and batteries, yes, if they are not well managed, it happens. I witnessed one before. It was when we quickly called those who installed that solar that just removed the battery terminals, then fixed.
So everyone out there, we need to be very careful and maintain our solar panels, solar batteries, everything, all the components, maintain it properly and to avoid things like that. This is the second time I'm hearing this.
Yes. Now, well, I have this one here talking about the INEC proposed budget for the 2027 elections. Yes, INEC proposed an 873.78 billion naira election budget. And why? Well, economists are locking horns over the over utility of that money, and well, I don't blame them. Yes, I don't blame them. We don't know, maybe it covers the proposed e-transmission and those.
It should cover.
We are not
logistics as well.
We are not sure about transportation, part of logistics, because I knew in the past when elections were held, since the time of maybe FEDECO, NEC, and now INEC, there were vehicles. Let me just an example of your state, Ibadan. INEC uses vehicles that will convey materials, convey personnel, ad hoc staff. But now they use commercial vehicles, NRTW vehicles. That is what they use to convey materials, sensitive and not sensitive materials. So, and how safe? How safe that is? I don't know how they always do it. In the riverine areas, they use boats, speed boats
that could capsize
anytime.
Well, that is one reason why we need e-transmission. So you move with your hard copy, but send it online first. Let it get to the collection center first. Then whatever happens on the sea or on whatever,
I don't have to just suppose the two.
All right, let's take this one. Federal government enforces 8-year tenure for directors and permanent secretaries. The federal government has directed all ministries, departments, and agencies to enforce the 8-year tenure limit for directors and permanent secretaries, following a new deadline set through the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. Recall that in July 2023, the former Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Folashade Yemi, announced the commencement of the revised public service rules. Speaking at a lecture at the State House, Abuja, to mark the 2023 Civil Service Week, 2025 Yemi stated that the revised PSR took effect from July 27, 2023. The head of service issued a circular addressed to permanent secretaries and accountant general of the Federation, the auditor general of the Federation, and heads of extra ministerial departments, informing them of the revised rules. Well, that's the updates.
Yes. Now, this one says, talking about industries in Nigeria. Yes, we all know the state where industries are, how they are operating, and you know, they are suffering. We have so many industries in Nigeria. Absolutely. And you know, they have been been greatly affected, particularly because of non-regular electricity supply. And yes, and of course, those who feel that they can, you know, rely on fuel, that is talking about diesel and petrol. Yes, look at the price of petrol now. How many can really run very well? Some companies have shifted to some other countries.
Yes, so to Ghana.
Yes, to Ghana, to South Africa.
To Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah, well, Nigeria now, it said it has launched ambitious industrial policy to revive factories, drive manufacturing. This industrial policy, ambitious industrial policy, well, I don't really understand, because they always come up with some kind of English and that the layman will not understand. But well, Nigeria has unveiled a new industrial policy designed to revive dormant factories, strengthen domestic manufacturing, and reposition the country as a competitive industrial hub. Announcing the framework during an engagement with members of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, the Minister of State for Industry, Senator John Owan Eno, said industrialization is central to Nigeria's economic transformation, and he stressed that while trade and investment remain important, lasting prosperity depends on productive industries that can compete globally. Well, I hope this comes through, because there are still so many dormant federal government companies. Yes, right there.
But for the sale of assets, right? Are you looking at an outright sale or lease? And because that's one discussion that has been out there.
Yes.
To lease them out or to sell outright?
No, I think they want to just bring them up again. They want to bring them up again. We'll take this short break. We'll be back.
Olúmídé, kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ ló dáhùn ìpè mi?
Ọ̀rẹ́, fojú fóònù ẹ dáadáa kó wo ẹni tó pè jàre.
Ẹ̀yà, àwọn bọ́tìnì orí fóònù yìí ti wẹ́ jù. Kò rọrùn láti kà. Ọlámídé ni mo fẹ́ pè jàre.
Wo ọ̀rẹ́, ó yẹ kó wá lọ ṣàyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ níbùdó ìlera o, kó o sì gba ìgò ìríran náà.
Máa gbọ́, ìgò ìríran níbùdó ìlera bíi ti báwo.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, tó o bá ti pé ọmọ ọdún márùndínlógójì tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, wá lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò ojú ẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, wàá sì gba ìgò ìríran.
Bá a ti ń dàgbà, lójú wa nílò àtìlẹ́yìn díẹ̀ láti ríran kedere. Yà kàn nítòsí rẹ fún àyẹ̀wò ojú lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ àti fún ìgò ìríran lówó tí o gara lónìí láti mọ ìyàtọ̀. Pé 0706-489-9614 fún àlàyé síwájú sí i, àní 0706-489-9614. Ìkéde yìí wá látọ̀dọ̀ National Eye, Ear and Sensory Functions Health Program ti Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare pẹ̀lú àjọṣe Vision Spring Nigeria. Vision Spring, ríran kedere bí ìgbé ayé àlàáfíà.
Any motor way you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no, for your engine, no. Make a mobile, make it mobile, oh, make it mobile. Anywhere you go, your motor deserve to be number one, yo. Make it mobile, oh, make it mobile. You carry the go, make everybody join me, say, make it mobile.
Make you go with the best.
Make it mobile.
Hello.
Olumide, why you dey answer the phone now?
Oh boy, look again, make you see who call you.
Chai! Omo, this small text no easy to read again, no. Now Olumide I be one call.
It be like Satan don't reach for you to enter one health outlet. Make them help you check your eye. Make you go also arrange reading glasses.
Reading glasses for health outlets?
Well, if you don't reach your past 35 years, you fit get free vision screening and reading glasses with the affordable for some health outlets wey near you.
As we don dey age, our eyes need small support to take dey see well. Enter any health outlet wey near you for free eye check, abeg, come get reading glasses wey dey affordable to take dey see well. Green us for 0706 489 9614 for more information. Na 0706 489 9614. Na the National Eye, Ear and Sensory Functions Health Program of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare. They partner with Vision Spring Nigeria to bring you this message. Vision Spring, see well, do well.
Ó máa ń ní ẹbí, ará tàbí ọ̀rẹ́ kan tí a máa ń dunnú láti rí lásìkò ìṣìnà. Ó sì dájú pé tí ìmọ̀ ń pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu nítorí kìí ṣe fún mímu nìkan o. Ó tún wà fún ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀, fífi ẹ̀rín kan àti pípín àsìkò pẹ̀lú ará àti ọ̀rẹ́. Tí Lipton fún ìṣọ̀kan àti àwọn ìbẹ̀wò tí a ń gbà pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú. Ramadan Kareem láti ọ̀dọ̀ Lipton.
Yes, the program is still Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 in the city of Ibadan.
Yes, still Conversation, the conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM. Don't forget, we're also live on Okyogo FM 96.3 and Agility FM 92.1. We're checking out our stories making the headlines this morning from Nigerian newspapers. This is from the Nation newspaper. It reads, El-Rufai's claim of chemical importation diversionary. That's one of the stories on the Nation's newspaper. And also, while real-time e-transmission of results can't work by Senate, we lack communication infrastructure for it. Federal lawmakers reconvene on bill. Now, the Senate discarded the real-time provision in its version of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill because it considers it unrealistic. It insisted that Nigeria is not yet in a position to guarantee such a system. Senate leader Okpeyemi Bamidele, while explaining last week's decision of the Red Chamber, said the country's communication and power infrastructure may not support mandatory real-time electronic transmission of election results. In a statement, Bamidele said the Senate adopted what it described as a realistic position after consultations with the Nigerian Communications Commission and operators in the power sector. He expressed doubt about the practicability of real-time electronic transmission of results from polling units. The senator warned that making such a provision mandatory could plunge the country into crisis. Well, are you listening to him?
Yes, sir.
They'll reconvene tomorrow.
Yes.
I will see what happens.
Let's see the outcome. Now, this one, talking about security now. Miyetti Allah, others reject terror allegations, seek Senate intervention over U.S. bill. Allegation is plot to destabilize Nigeria, GAFDAN. Well, the Miyetti Allah, that the arm that has rejected terror allegations, they are the normal ones, the ones that are, humane. But there is another arm, the militant arm. It is them that are perpetrating all these atrocities. And
they're the ones that the American Senate are talking about.
Yes. Now, the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, and the Gam Allah Fulani Development Association of Nigeria, GAFDAN, have rejected allegations linking them to terrorism and mass atrocities, describing such claims as a ploy to destabilize the country. They made the assertion in separate reactions to the recent accusations of the groups of terrorism by 5 United States congressmen, the national president of MACBAN, Baba Othman Ngelzama, spoke on Sunday in response to concerns surrounding a proposed United States legislation entitled HR 7457 Nigeria Religious Freedom and Accountability Act of 2026, currently before the United States Congress. And well, it goes on and on and on. And GAFDAN National Chairman Alhaji Ibrahim Abdullahi said it was a mischief on the part of the lawmakers to introduce such a bill without fully understanding what is going on in the country. particularly the operations of the two groups.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Before coming up with that, they came to Nigeria at some point. They did their investigation, and that was the result of the outcome of their investigation. Let's see how things pan out. I'm sure that they won't just throw what is not us. They will not throw it at us. They believe that the issues in Nigeria is also a threat to U.S. security as well, and that's why they are intervening. But the most annoying part of this whole situation is it takes a foreign country to tell us what our problem is and to identify
the problems and what we should do.
So what happens to our security agencies? What happens to our government? What are they doing? No, it's quite sickening.
And it was because of the prodding by President Donald Trump that geared up the Nigerian government and the military and other security agencies. Yes, and of course, when these atrocities kept continuing, it was when those two precision missiles were, targeted at Sokoto State, US precision missiles from the Gulf of Guinea. Yes.
All right, so let's quickly take a look at this one. El-Rufai's claim of chemical importation diversionary. Presidency let him face the 432 billion naira fraud indictment. Well, the Office of the National Security Advisor has last night asked a former Kaduna State Governor, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, to prove his claim on alleged procurement of thallium sulfate. Also, yesterday, a presidential aide, Tope Ajayi, dismissed the former governor's claim as diversionary. He challenged him to make public the reply of his letter from the NSA's office. In his January 30th letter, leaked yesterday by El-Rufai on his ex-handle, El-Rufai had asked the ONSA, that's the Office of the National Security Advisor, to clarify reports that it imported a highly poisonous substance, as thallium sulfate, from Poland. However, in a letter dated February 13, Brigadier General O.M. Adesui, on behalf of the National Security Advisor, Malam Noel Ribadu, denied El-Rufai's allegation and asked him to prove any evidence to the DSS for a thorough investigation. Don't forget, all of this started last week.
Yes,
when El-Rufai was to be taken away by the DSS. A lot of situation, and they're saying that it was National Security Advisor who called and asked him to be asked that he should be. But we all know that he's got allegations, fraud indictments before him, and that's why they want him to come and answer. We should go there and answer.
Yes, now if he does not have any skeleton in his cupboard.
Exactly, and stop all these TV interviews, radio interviews, and throwing banters at one another.
Now, the controversy surrounding the continued shutdown of $1.5 billion rehabilitated Port Harcourt refinery is assuming another dimension, as marketers under the auspices of the Petroleum Retail Outlets Association of Nigeria, Petroan, are prepared to struggle it out in court with the Group Chief Executive Officer, Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, Engineer Bayo Ojulari. So it is now that we know that they should slug it out.
They should find it out.
Those who actually, embarked on that, I'll call it fake project. Yes, they did not talk at that point. So it is when a new group managing director came on board. They are now saying, yes,
it is where God is watching. All right, it's time to go on a quick break. I'll be back. When we return, we'll be taking your calls.
Hello? Why are you answering the phone? Check again and see who you called.
Hey, small letters are not easy reading, I wanted to call Olamide.
I think it's time for you to go to a health outlet to check your eyes and get reading glasses.
Health outlet? For reading glasses?
Yes. If you're 35 years or older, receive free vision screening and affordable reading glasses at designated health outlets near you.
As we age, our eyes need a little support to see clearly. Visit a health outlet nearby for a free eye check and affordable reading glasses today to see the difference. Call 0706-489-9614 for more information. That's 0706-489-9614. This message is brought to you by the National Eye, Ear and Sensory Function Health Program of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in conjunction with Vision Spring Nigeria. Vision Spring. See well, do well.
ṣe ìyọkọ̀ tó bá wà. Onílọ àbò tó péye. Máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Níbikíbi tó bá wà ló fún ojúlówó. Ó yá sọ pé. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Bóbi ní ṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o.
Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó.
Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o.
Ó máa ń ní ẹbí, ará tàbí ọ̀rẹ́ kan tí a máa ń dunnú láti rí lásìkò ìṣìnà. Ó sì dájú pé tí ì máa ń pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu nítorí kìí ṣe fún mímu nìkan o. Ó tún wà fún ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀, fífi ẹ̀rín kan àti pípín àsìkò pẹ̀lú ará àti ọ̀rẹ́. Tí Lipton fún ìṣọ̀kan àti àwọn ìbẹ̀wò tí a ń gbà pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú. Ramadan Kareem láti ọ̀dọ̀ Lipton.
The program is still Conversation on OLUYOLEFM 98.5. Yes, before we start picking calls now, and for you to make your own opinions known, further still talking about these refineries, you remember there was a time, a turnaround maintenance. Yes, I think during the Obasanjo administration, they voted so much money for these turnaround maintenances for the Port Harcourt refinery, Kaduna refinery, I think Wari. Nothing happened. It was just there, and people were coming to their jobs, collecting money.
Pumping the money.
Yes, they were not. Now, this last one that they did, they made us understand when the Dangote refinery was finally, they said, yes, the Port Harcourt would start first before Kaduna. And they gave us the impression that, yes, they had been, you know, taking fuel from those refineries. Honestly,
it's quite unfortunate. Let's quickly take a look at this also. Former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi has explained why he dumped Labour Party for ADC, African Democratic Congress. He said he was informed that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, would never recognize the Labour Party leadership. Obi contested the 2023 presidential election of the Labour Party in 2023 under the umbrella of Labour Party.
Yes, 08055009850 or 07055551985. I think we have our first caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Akabi Adébáyọ̀. We welcome you on board, Mr. Oluyole.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Yes, we thank God.
Can we say Nigeria is not financially buoyant enough to put in place these facilities like e-cancellation of election results? Or is it for Sakamaji, like you rightly put it, Mr. Bimbo? We don't know the reason why. It's misplacement of priority. We know what to do, we don't want to do it for reasons best known to us. And it's nothing but mischief. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Yes.
I mean, that's a very important question.
Yes.
You say we're not buoyant enough to put those facilities in place?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Mr. Imre.
On this it will get the result. You can't don't clear. Because of this that is already. Commission result. They are going to succeed. That is no matter. I'm a challenge. You know, Nigeria government, when they say A, they say it's B. But American government, they will tell you clearly. That when I'm making a complaining. You know how they kill and destroy. They want to empower them. They behave anyhow. Special people. That's to the matter. Alright, that's fine. We know what happened where the way we're going to sit. Governor Kata State. Kill and destroy. Go ahead and Kata. Everybody should go and clear himself. On weekend, who will deliver? How can you deliver? You see the way of the people? Or you write the result? It's a question to answer. very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Very important questions raised there.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bimba.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abolu.
Good morning,
I'm
sir.
Gide. I'm calling from Kolowa. Now, on verifying allegations and all that, one thing I've learned in this country is that I've not been carried away by all this noise, because I know Nigeria a little bit. Reason being that this Ribadu and Erifai that are now talking, these are the same boys of Obasanjo who always have the same office. They have one same office where they used to dish out their tactics against MVP and Atiku Abubakar. They work together, they are brothers. No, let me just put it that way. Erifai and Ribadu are brothers. And later in life, Ribadu became an in-law to Atiku Abubakar. Up to today, they see the family meeting. So whenever all these people now come out and they start doing politics for us, we always seem to be carried away. I'm not carried away. Now, what I've just observed is that every there's something on him, maybe a file or something from, because what the US is trying to do in the last few months now. You know, they have their men on ground now. They have their aircraft fights as of 2 days ago on ground now. They have their lawmakers doing some files on Nigeria, and they're investigating things. Something is brewing up. So I think some people just want to scatter some very good information about some people. So that's why they are just doing their game among themselves and others. You see a lot of Israel. All of them are now trying to do something. They are now forming two groups and others. One thing is, I'm not even the Brigadier General that was speaking on behalf of NSA. If the man should just be calm and not interfere in their family affair, his family affair by themselves, they know themselves. Because how can, I said it on Friday, how can a government agency go to verify without a warrant, an EFCC that is full of police officers and lawyers? Is it not deliberate? And now it's now saying that they are importing some chemicals from somewhere. They are replying him and all that. When somebody that they have a very good case on him. My brother, thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning. A lot of politicking happening.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't see all of this changing to the general election.
Yes.
We'll keep having
issues. Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
That is the news of my brother.
Yes, you're welcome.
We have to be praying for this country, Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
See the way people are playing politics. They think that none of us who are playing Nigeria are not wise. The report is that those who actually keep quiet in the face of oppression, God will judge every one of them.
Amen.
What I believe is that every one of us should speak out, not to create problems, but at least to provide solutions to the problems we are facing in Nigeria. That is the essence of our contribution. As a matter of fact, in this country, Nigeria, I expect that all philanthropists and well-wishers of this nation should come together right now and discuss on the way we should go. Yes, we channel the way we should channel this country. God, we are building a nation. Even if we want to build this country, Nigeria, they have referred this nation to a particular level. The best thing for us is to now rise up and develop it. If I actually want to develop it, the way they are doing things is very bad. So we have to come together and develop the nation. God help us in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
All of you remain blessed.
Amen.
On weekend, Wike can never be accepted in the DC. He's playing his last game. But
Can you move away from your radio set, sir?
okay, thank you. The Allah that you are talking about, I stayed in the north for a long time. I've overwhelm the Hausas. I mean the Fulanis. The Hausas hardly have any voice now. All these Fulani and so on, to me, a decorate one remains a more. So if any of them is coming out now to disown this, to disown that, it's just a lie. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry, sir. It is a Kabiadra from Wo again. They are not talking of national unity. Have they not succeeded in polarizing this country? Destroying people's property with great impunity. If we have the likes of them, the two like them in this country, honestly, we would not even have been talking of Nigeria again. We would have been destroyed completely. We should go and sit down, like Mr. William said. Bless you.
Thank you very much.
Well, in a matter of Bimbo, in a matter of minutes, Victor Okune will come here to talk sports, and this is a very interesting headline that would interest a lot of Nigerians. D-Day for Super Eagles. FIFA set to rule on Nigeria's 2026 World Cup fate. Let's hope it's in our favor.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
I am Martin Mola from Ibadan.
You're welcome.
Mr. Duque, and Mr. Ego, thank you very much. On this Osun State, I think Governor Adeleke is credible, and they endorsing, they accepted him. So the PDP getting in operation that will enable him to move the state forward. So, and President Governor Adeleke is doing well. Some projects are ongoing, and it should continue. So in 2027, people have to decide. And on this PDP, because the PDP is having one crisis or the other. They're having crisis. And we hope they can manage the crisis. So they should put their acts together and work together. So we came here to appear another to ensure the restoration of peaceful coexistence, and they should work together.
Thank you very much.
All right, Tabimbo, it's time to go. That's the size of the show this morning. The conversation returns tomorrow, same time, same station. My name is Buluwaji Ogumola.
And my name is Bimbo Akambi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
The city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pacesetter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.